I'm just going to do what I got to do to get my paycheck now. And I'm going to start studying this other thing. And that's when I started building. And I'll never forget when people at the job said, well, Rob, what you're not going to go to Fellini with us this Friday, eat pizza? And all? I said, no, man, I got a meeting I got to do. And they were laughing about all he and that networking stuff. Hey, you got a check yet? Yeah. And guess what I did? When I left FedEx, I left on Dr. King's birthday. Sure did. Because I told him I had a dream. I'm leaving this rat race. And that's what I did. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I came in on Dr. King's birthday. I clocked in at 12 noon. I came back off the road because I'm gonna tell you how I worked myself off the job. When I got my income up to 3 times as much I made on my job, I went part-time. I told them I need to go part-time. They said, what? I said, I need to go part-time. I started working 15 hours a week. Then I went all the way down to 2 days a week. And then right around on Dr. King's birthday, I came in and I came back off the road at 12 noon, and I still had packages on the back of my truck because I reneged, and when I was a manager, I downgraded myself back to a courier because I didn't want to be a manager no more, okay? And so when I came off the road, they said, Robert, you hadn't delivered all these packages. I said, I told you. You remember I wrote you that letter in my last review? I told you at 12 noon on Dr. King's birthday that I was leaving. They was like, you serious? I was like, yeah, I told y'all that's 8 months ago, right? And it was like a funeral. You should have saw everybody. They was like, Robert, man, you sure that stuff gonna work, man? You got a good job now. I said, well, if it don't work, I can come back and get the job, can I? They was like, yeah, you good. So that's all I need to know. And when I walked out and I looked back and saw them people, it was just like looking at cows on a farm getting ready to get slaughtered. I'll never forget that day. And when I walked away, I didn't go back to FedEx for a whole 2 years. And when I came back to FedEx, I pulled up in a brand new red Ferrari, 355 Spider convertible. Pulled up, I didn't even know how to drive the thing. I was jacking and going on. Pulled up in there, got out, clean, had on $1,100 Gators, all of that. Walked up in there, you should have seen everybody running. Oh, that's Robert. They running, fixing their hair and running and going on. It is amazing. They still doing the same thing. Arguing about overtime, hair got a little grayer, same conversation, same stuff. And they were like, that's your Ferrari out there? I was like, yeah. And then somebody said, I know, I told y'all Rob was rolling, he was doing well. We've been keeping up with you, all this stuff. And they still look the same, just look hopeless. And guess what they said? Well, you was always different. See, you was different. And you better be thanking God. You know it was Jesus, don't you? I knew that when I was working here. You know what I mean? But it's amazing how people now, because see, they want to separate themselves from reality now, because see, now I put pressure on them and make them feel like they didn't do what they needed to do. So now they want to come up with an excuse. Well, you special, you was different, da-da-da-da. Everybody with on that. Guess what the difference was? I made a decision to try something different and give it all I got. And I got the results out of it. Does that make sense? And the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is that I don't want you guys to go back to your same old way of thinking when you leave here. The same old stuff where you got your goals and dreams up on a shelf somewhere because you think you don't went past the age and you don't have the money. Does that make sense? I got people that came in here 61 years old and made $115,000 their first year in the business. Okay? I got people that's 19 and 20 that just bought a $500,000 house. So it doesn't matter how old you are. The opportunity don't care. See, Tahitian International don't care who they send a check to. They just send the checks, don't they? Everybody with on that. So I hope you guys understand now what this thing is all about and what we're going to do.